you think Bezos would do a cameo if it in a Bond?
No,
thing?
no.
He looks like a Bond villain.
Katy Perry in space. She's an astronaut. Take her seriously. Don't be so rude. She's a proper astronaut. Some astronauts have to go to like the RAF and be like years worth of training. She did it in 2 days. Respect.
Well, there you go.
She had nothing.
All right. Well, just a reminder, go to ragewhale.tmill.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. Get yourself a hoodie. Lots of colours, lots of sizes. Enjoy your mug. Get a mug.
Wow! Welcome to episode 99. We have no idea how we managed to get this far. We thank you all for listening and sharing and discussing with your friends. In this episode, we discuss our London photo shoot, the three of us meeting up together to get some photos taken by the wonderful Daniel Pitts, as well as launching our new merch website at tmill.com. We hope you will buy and support us. Thank you so much again. Enjoy.
Thanks for returning to our podcast. And today it's the original three, no guests, me, James, and Drew. And
We're in
today,
the zeitgeist of 2024, Kev.
we're not going to be talking about zeitgeist. And I've actually thought of a reason to take the word zeitgeist out because it's annoying. I've thought of a new phrase to do it when we do that. But this is not a zeitgeist. This is not a spoiler review. This is just us three hanging out. And boy, do we have news for you. I'm still hanging from last week Friday, which is 5 days ago.
That's not surprising though, dude. That place you took us to, I feel like you could have just got drunk on the atmosphere.
Yeah, I stayed out like another 8 hours after you left.
I had a feeling that's what everyone tried to keep at the table, man. I was like, I got to go, man. I got to go.
I showed exceptional willpower that day.
It was beautiful that people, wanted to let me crash on their sofas or whatnot after barely knowing me for an hour. Such sweet, sweet friends of yours.
That's why I didn't stay out, because I know I wouldn't have gone home.
Yeah, it could have got
messy.
messy.
I was one drink away from not going home that night.
Yeah, you did very well, James. You did very well for strong will.
Before we tell the guys exactly what we did, James has got something in the wash as opposed to on him. But if me and Drew just elevate slightly, if you're watching.
Oh, yours is the right way around. Mine's.
It will be. It's right way around. And we have got merchandise for you. Woo. Just as season 1 comes to an end and season 2 is about to start in the next episode or next couple of episodes.
Oh, nice mug.
That was smooth, man. That was smooth.
We got mugs. We got t-shirts. We got hoodies. We got different colors. We got
caps.
No caps.
No
Thanks
caps.
for ruining it. We got all sizes, and we have kids, even though they're out of stock at the moment, but the kids will, not actual kids clothing, t-shirt and hoodie. And the website to go to is ragewhale.tmill.com. That's TEEMILL. Or you go to our Instagram and click on the link in my profile, and it will have a merch option that will take you straight there with a couple of photos of us on the front page as well.
Fun for all the family, guys.
So
I was just thinking, crazy idea. This is a bit out there and a bit mental, but when you just did that thing with the mug, I thought, how cool would it be if we were able to post a mug to Simon Pegg, and he could do that bit from Shaun of the Dead and be like, waiting for it all to blow over, and then he just like drinks from a Rage Whale mug.
If I knew where his address was, I'd post.
I know, yeah. Well, obviously that'd be very dangerous.
If the general public knew where his address was, he'd probably move.
Yeah, he definitely would. No, but I mean, you could send a mug to his agent, and I don't know. Yeah, it's all.
We should get some famous, shameless plugs.
So last week we went, the three of us. We haven't, just to clarify, I haven't seen James since like 2012 in human form, and Drew since about 2018. So it's been a while, and so the three of us met in London for the day to hang out, get a little tipsy, and enjoy each other's company and take some photos of us. First photos in ages of the three of us together. And we had the fantastic Daniel Pitts. Check him out. He was on one of our previous episodes, and also an amazing photographer.
Yeah, he's phenomenal, man.
Get bees knees.
Job.
Real stand-up guy.
And yeah, funny,
Well, an absolute
cool guy.
legend of a guy, but like super talent, man. To give up his time and talent, what a legend.
And he will travel for work. So if you need photos and you're in London or you're in Manchester or you're wherever, as long as you pay the right price, he will deliver.
And he is worth every goddamn penny, guys. Every goddamn pound, actually, to be fair.
If you use the code RAGEWELL, he'll charge you an extra 10%, and that will come directly to us.
Smooth.
Yeah. So, yeah, the point of it was not only just to get photos of us together, but to get some merchandise and get some photos of us wearing that as well. And we had, I'd say, pretty damn good day.
It was awesome, man.
It was a solid 5 out of 10. Now, it was a 4.8 on Kev's scale.
Thanks. What was on your scale?
You mean like
my
it would have
scale
been
was a 9.1
for the day?
Yeah, or 93%.
Is that because you left early with Gareth? You didn't stay on?
If I'd stayed on, it might have gone down from that grade.
Really?
Yeah, I was at a perfect level of tipsy. So yeah, we got back. Honestly, we got back the second the doors closed on the train. As in, we went in as the doors are closing. I ran through the turnstile thing at Waterloo with the guy in front of me, just like bombed through it, and they like blown the whistle, and we just got on as the doors almost touched our backs, and we got on there. It was so close. It was unbelievable.
Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem.
Wow.
Nice. Well, I mean, to begin with, we met at about just after 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. James is just on his phone call. So yeah, we met at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we met at Waterloo, which is the location for what?
Born Ultimatum, baby.
Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we weren't hunting for film locations, but if we spotted one, we'd definitely be talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
My voice is occasionally croaky, so I do apologize. It is like fucked from shouting all day and all night the other day. And then we went to the pub because me and you had never met Daniel before, had we? Dan Pitts.
Well, only digitally in one of our episodes.
Apart from that, yeah, of course, yeah. And
Apart
so
from hanging out with him digitally for an hour or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so we went for a beer at 10 a.m.
As you do, Brewdog style.
Massively ill-advised, just to kind of have a chat and have a little powwow with Dan about ideas for photos and everything like that. And in that time, number one fan and top viewing person, Gareth, met us at Waterloo, which was great. And he does night shifts, so he gave up hours of his sleep to come and hang out with us and be a dog's body for a couple of hours.
Yeah, because he was carrying all the equipment and stuff, man. So what a ledge.
I mean, he knew what he was up for. He was coming to hang out, have a few beers, just hang out in general. Maybe take a couple of behind the scenes photos or videos of us doing stuff. And but Pitts arrived with quite a lot of lighting equipment, so Gareth was helping out with that. And we are indebted to him. Gareth legend. Thank you.
Absolute legend. And then he got hugged by 3 whales in Leicester Square.
You got a triple whale hug. Yeah.
Triple whale hug.
I sent him that photo. I said not to post it. We'll share that another time.
Not a sperm whale, just to make that, it was 3 normal whales.
Thanks for adding sperm into the conversation.
Welcome, man. I just thought to spice it up a bit. It's been a while since we've done some off the cuff things.
Well, that's it. So like, the reason I was just to tell the guys, like, the reason I was in London is that my friend Adam Sonnefeld, lovely guy, I work with in London, he was getting married near Heathrow area, just in the outskirts of London, just outside the M25. So I was going down for that, and we managed to make it all work with the 3 of us the next day. And I wasn't going to drink before I met you guys, but I stayed at my mate JD's house, and I'd been drinking non-alcoholic beer all day at this wedding because I was driving, and I messaged JD. I'm like, I have the taste. I need one that does a job. So we went for one.
There's actually a bit of a proper job as well, so hopefully it did the proper job.
About 6 later, it was 2 a.m. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah, you were texting me, man. You were texting me. I'm like, he hasn't got to bed, man. Like, he's like the organizer of tomorrow.
I mean, that's an early night compared to the following day. But yeah. So yeah, so what was the plan? What did we do? We went to Waterloo.
We went to a really cool cinema that I'd never been to before.
Well, before that, when we got to Waterloo, I got out the wrong exit. I was like meeting you guys, organising everyone to make sure they meet properly.
Well, I was lush because Pitts wanted to buy soap.
Yeah, I got off the tube and got off the wrong exit. Ended up on the street. I'm like, what? Why am I on the street?
Yeah, Captain Organised was the one that was lost.
Yeah.
Captain Organised was late to the rendezvous. Yeah.
But yeah, we had a nice little beer in that pub, and then we went off wandering. We went to the tube, went Bakerloo to Piccadilly line, Bakerloo line to Piccadilly, and got some shots in the tube.
Chinatown.
And then, we're in Leicester Square.
Chinatown.
Well, the first cinema we went to is that Picture House.
Yeah.
One to get the shots outside.
Yeah. That's on Shaftesbury Avenue, just slightly down from Shaftesbury Avenue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Opposite McDonald's.
Near Les Mis. No, it was near Les Mis, and maybe McDonald's. Yeah.
It was all there. And Lint.
Was that one planned, or was that like an accidental find? Because we needed the toilet, didn't we?
Well, no, that's where we were going to that.
No, they were they were going. Yeah.
I was hoping the outside bit would be bigger. In my brain, it was a bit bigger. Where we could have put Rage Well as opposed to a film. But when we arrived, it's much smaller than I expected. But Dan still sorted us out. But yeah, after that, we're mainly going to the Prince Charles cinema. That was kind of the plan, to get that outside shot.
But we had a fair bit of time to kill till then, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, luckily, the deputy manager, or the duty manager, sorry, messaged about getting some photos inside, which was pretty exciting because it
was awesome. By the way, the whole team were amazing.
Yeah,
they were really cool. Actually, they were almost like excited that we were there. They were like going out of their way to be kind.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. I just thought, people pretending to be influencers
and they had beer,
podcasts and stuff like that. And yeah, except Alex messaged me from Prince Charles, and then who was it? That was. Gregory helped me out sorting it at Prince Charles, and Dusty is the lady we met, who was awesome.
We'll tag them in on this then. Give them a shout out. And anyone that's into cinema, go on their website, whatever it is, and sign a petition to save them, because we don't want places like that getting knocked down.
100%, man. I was about to say.
Yeah. I think you were in the toilet, but me and Drew signed up, did the QR code, and paid some money towards the sign the petition there and then while we were waiting. But Dusty was fantastic because I asked for 10 minutes, and Gregory said you should be able to get 20 minutes. And then when we met Dusty, she was like, the second they're out, I'll get you in earlier so you can have.
We must have been there at least 20 minutes. Like, even though it seemed like less, I think we were in there quite a while. From walking in to walking out.
I think we're super quick for what we needed to do, but we didn't need to be. We were just trying to be courteous because they were being courteous towards us.
We were like Rage Rail ninjas.
Next time we go to London or meet up, it'd be nice to actually take the time to go and watch a film there. Just go there. Don't even look what films are on. Just go to the one that happens to be on next.
That's dangerous because it was the Twilight triple, and I'm not going to that.
Well, it was a weird cinema. For anyone who doesn't know, they only play like a lot of Asian stuff, and a lot of they're advertising Mulholland Drive, Taxi Driver,
Well, it's classics as well.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of
just
art
classic
house and
movies.
old
Yeah,
ones. Yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
Godfather.
Um,
they posted
Godfather might have been on there. Yeah.
they posted today. They've got a competition, so they do random stuff like the Grease sing along cinema, where people just go and have a laugh.
I would actually have a whale of a time there.
Yeah, they
I
just
love
posted
Grease.
today. Have you seen it?
No, he just used our quote at the end of the episodes. He had a whale of a time.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah, they posted today about they're hosting a Nicolas Cage lookalike competition.
What?
And on the poster, they've got 3 Nicolas Cages, but they could be different humans as far as most people are concerned. Like his mad looks and stuff like that look completely
That's
different.
hilarious. I
That
hope
is
someone
super.
goes as back in the day one where he shows up the long hair and the leather jacket doing ninja kicks and throwing money into the crowd. Can you remember that appearance?
Yeah. I think that would be cool. I think people are going to actually go and dress up for that. I
That'd
think
be so funny. See,
it's
that's
one of
sort
those
of funny
cinemas where
stuff
people
that
go
cinema
mad.
should do.
I'm trying to remember that film where there's like loads of Nicolas Cages and like it's like the posters, the flower pot. It's a picture of his head. There's like a flower pot and it's cracked. Does anyone know
Really?
what I'm talking about? 10 points for anyone that knows.
Nicolas
Not clear,
Cage,
mate.
the flower pot.
Nicholas. It's not called Nicolas Cage. It's a flower pot head. The
How old is it?
It's 2000 and maybe 12, maybe 14.
I haven't a clue.
I'm going to
what
try
you're
and
on
find it
about.
while we do this. But
Must
guys,
be like
again,
before like Kick Ass and stuff like that.
yeah.
I've just checked. It's gone in 60 seconds too.
Oh my god, yeah! I completely forgot. He's the dad in Kick-Ass.
Yeah,
He is. Yeah, he's Batman essentially.
Yeah. He's played some badass characters, man.
He's also played some.
Guys,
He's
he's
just
got
a
to get
weird
Lifetime
dude.
Achievement Award, right? I mean, Nicolas Cage is like everywhere.
Lifetime achievement for trying.
Boom.
Definitely gets the trying award.
10 points to Kevin for finding the poster and the
adaptation. Nicolas Cage, Meryl Streep.
Yeah, I'm hoping that people go dressed as him from adaptation.
From the creators of Being John Malkovich. So that's
Mate, it's a
gonna
great.
be
Have you seen
mad.
adaptation?
Yeah, I've definitely seen it, but I
God,
can't
so good.
remember it very well.
So good. Because I think people thought I was mental when I was saying his head is like a cracked flower pot. But if you watch the visual of this, you will see I was correct.
Well done, you.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I bought some of your CBD drink.
Oh yeah. Good
Which
I
rate.
one?
haven't drank it yet because it's like,
Trip.
does it make you go a bit weird?
Good
No.
rate.
Yeah.
It's got 0 effect.
Okay, well, I bought some because I went on I went to a weird shop. It wasn't a weird shop, but they had like loads of random drinks, like the Celsius drink and all these like sort of healthier living kind of things. And I bought
Yeah.
my Celsius one, tasted like ass. It was like sunset flavor. It was not good.
How did
I
I cap
bought
the
some of that
sunset?
kombucha. That tasted like ass.
No, kombucha is amazing, man. It's really good for you.
Not the cherry one. The cherry one tastes like fizzy nothing. It
Okay.
just sucks. It tastes like mineral water, that sort of fizzy drink, which is like
Yeah.
sucks.
Fizzy nothing
So
is better.
I did try it. I was like, I'll give it a go. I drank it and I was like, it tastes like ass. I'm not drinking it again. I'll give another flavour a go. I'm a two go guy. I'll give someone 2 chances and then that's
How
it.
do you know what ass tastes like, James?
Can imagine. Drink cherry kombucha. I imagine that's, I've
Depends
come
on
to a
who's
good.
ass.
There's a happy medium. If there's more than 4 positive things on the bottle, it tends to not be that good. If it's like, like really good antioxidants or really good vitamin or really good, but when it's like vegan, carbon neutral, non-binary, no added sugars, it's like there's too
Non-flavor.
many. It's going to taste like shit.
Yeah, but most of them are just naturally vegan, no sugars, have CBD.
Most
in them.
drinks are probably vegan, to be fair.
To be fair, you should be rocking the G-spot that Kevin was always talking about, Gillian Anderson's vibe.
I
I
bought
just
2
think some of
pack
them, when they have
yesterday.
too many like these little warnings, they're like a little magnet to hipsters. Just like,
Warning, you might enjoy this drink. Well, no, I think it's clever though, to be honest, because a lot of people, when I used to have a trip with some ice in a glass, it used to feel like having a bit of a kind of
trip's
not
different,
alcoholic
but
drink.
like if you're gonna do all this, at least don't make your drink taste like shit. It's not like
No,
hard to make a nice
but
tasting drink.
I think Trip tastes really nice, and I think some of the other ones we mentioned, Good Rays and a lot of the G-spot ones, I think they've done a really good kind of like the whole mixology element of it is not an easy job, I'm sure.
I find it amazing. I think people must go out their way to make a carbonated or juice drink taste bad. Like, because it's not hard to make them taste good. Because when I'm making a smoothie, I chuck everything in there and then some juice, and it tastes great. So,
Yeah, but
like,
you're
to
probably
make
putting a
something
shit
taste
ton of
that
sugar,
bad,
or
huh?
you're probably putting a shit ton of sugar in there. They're trying to like get rid of all
No,
of the
mine's.
nasty.
I probably am. I use mainly kale, pineapple, kiwi,
But
banana.
yeah, but that's the thing. If you blitz fruit, the sugar content is so high. Even though you go, well, it's good for me because it's fruit, but it's
Technically,
still. They're saying you're supposed to eat fruit and blitz vegetables. Like if you blitz fruit, you're getting a massive sugar hit.
good. It's kind of what we need in life, a sugar hit.
Yeah.
So rather than talking about drinks for ages, I did this, by the way.
I
What?
did
Is it a
this.
Rubik's Cube?
Can
Oh.
you see it?
Kev spelt his name.
Hey.
Kev learnt to write.
Watch.
Wow, you write really quick.
Wow, dude, that's a
Kev,
beautiful mind.
that's the biggest writing I've ever seen come out of you.
That's a beautiful mind, starring Kevin.
Quanus, definitely Quanus. What Kev
I
was
just-
actually doing there was solving the riddle of pi.
Yeah, yeah, but
Well done,
But
Kev.
yeah, so after
you're
that,
doing it like Rain Man, though.
after we did some shots at the Prince Albert, fuck's sake, Prince Charles
I'm trying to
cinema,
think.
we were too early to get inside though, weren't we? So we pissed off to Garrick Arms, get some beer and some food, and
Good pub.
then we went back in.
Great,
But
great pub.
what
Great
I really enjoyed
Food
is
set
that,
fries.
yeah, after we did all that and stuff, that we wandered off, and James's great idea went to go to, was that all of them? Yeah.
Lane
Went
10.
to lane 7. Oh, and before that, Gareth, thank you again for doing Instagram Live when
Yeah,
we're
he
in
was
the
a trooper
cinema.
that day.
Oh, but also he did the popcorn quiz as well. Whoever won the popcorn between those two families outside, and he
Oh
donated
yeah.
popcorn.
Well, he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. It was a Asian lady versus a white man, so he was stuck. He only had
He
one
made the
way to
right
go.
choice. He
It
made
was
the right
almost a
choice.
hate crime.
He made the right choice.
Yeah, well
He
done to
made the right
Gareth.
choice. Yeah.
Well done to Gareth for giving away my £6 popcorn that I paid for that he just gave to someone else. Well
That
done.
you didn't want to
What a
eat.
hero, Gareth.
He's got a big heart.
Also, they just took that willy-nilly. We could have done anything to that.
No, I made the point. I said we haven't touched it. We've just used it as a prop.
Yeah,
Even
that's
though
what everyone says. No one would be like, by the way, I've spiked this drink. Do you want some?
we had touched it. There's photo evidence of Drew dipping his hands in.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I
lane
washed my hands.
7. What a
Washed my hands.
place.
Yeah, that was quality.
Strangest place you'll probably ever go as far as like a general bar is.
So tell the audience the relevance and why you wanted to go.
Well, I won't say the relevance because that's that. But they've got. I know they had a really cool mini golf course, and I like mini golf. And this is quite a well. I'm a bit biased, but Drew, would you ever played a mini golf like that before?
Oh mate, no, not like that. I love mini golf or crazy golf, whatever people
You go
call
into one of the rooms and it's completely pitch black, and you've got lasers you have to step over. I don't know if it ever did anything if you hit the lasers,
mate.
but I didn't tread on them anyway.
Mate,
You
Mission
had the one
Impossible
with all the
style.
foam sticking out, and you had to like hook your ball under. You had the cannon that was launching. You had
Well, then
what
you
was
had
the other one?
Yeah,
The Twister one was hilarious. There was
we all had to stand in front.
yeah. Imagine a mini golf hole with footprints all over it, and the footprints light up that you have to stand on.
Yeah,
as in your competitors.
I found out.
You didn't explain that. Your competitors have to go and stand in your way.
competitors are the
And
obstacles.
they're the obstacle.
In hindsight, you know the feet kept changing.
Yeah.
That's because we were meant to keep moving.
That's what I said. And people thought I was
the guy
mental,
did say it was broken, so I wasn't too sure what to believe. So
I have no idea what was going on. We were just going through the motions.
it was basically a blank hole. There was just straight shots of the hole, except there was people stood in the way that you had to keep moving, like Twister and.
What about shooting the balls? Shooting the golf balls
that was
into
unique.
like a hole. That
and
was
the plinko. That I didn't really enjoy the plinko bit, where you drop the balls in, they just fell. I didn't really like that.
What was good about it is that when we went upstairs to have a quick look, me and James, when he said crazy golf and stuff, I was expecting to spend like half an hour wandering around a place. That's how they normally work. You do one, you go, and you end up walking half a mile. But this, you stood in one position with a big table you could put your stuff on.
And it was in a circle, wasn't it?
and you just rotated. You just went to one, came back out, and next to it. So you didn't walk
Almost
at
like a
all.
clock. You just
The mirror maze one.
the clock. Yeah,
That's a good way of describing it.
The one of them was a mirror maze, wasn't it? And
That
that
was
was
mad.
quite trippy when we were all in there.
oh yeah.
It wasn't a difficult one, but the concept made it really freaking weird.
And then you had the basement. Well, the bowling where if you got a strike, all the smoke would like shoot down and stuff.
Mm.
And every
the
inch of the place is graffiti. The floor, the walls, like
The loop to loop.
everywhere.
Everything's neon.
Yeah,
And
then
their food was
downstairs is more
amazing
of a-
if you ordered it right and got the right food.
The
food was
great.
good, yeah.
The
A
food
little
was
bit of confusion, but it wasn't really their fault, I guess. It was 50-50.
expensive whiskey.
I was about to say
Again,
that was their
yeah.
fault. Like 40 quid for a whiskey.
Yeah, that. But to be fair to them, that was
But
honest
to be
mistake.
fair, they rectified that and they were really lovely about it.
But
and
really
then
good
they were like,
stuff.
Thank you so much for double checking. I'm like, well, yeah, it's quite
But
expensive.
even when
for
you
a
went
whiskey.
in and the guy was like, anything you need, you come see me when you want stuff. It's like good stuff,
That's 'cause he's
hotel
on commission,
service
though, man.
almost. And the downstairs with the adult games, should we say?
Oi, oi. What was it? An aubergine that's for.
It was like you could grab an aubergine with a ring in it, a leather aubergine. There was one we had to throw the ball at porn mags and stuff on it, and all these sorts of things. It wasn't adult. It wasn't something you'd be like, oh no, kids don't look. But it's more innuendo than adult, I would have said.
Yeah.
It's definitely adult. There was no literal
there was
penises,
the
but there was a lot of pretend
liquid into the
A
penises.
hole.
kid would go down there, and it would apart from the porn mag bit, like it's quite, they wouldn't know. But an adult is like,
There's
come on.
fetish masks and there's handcuffs.
Yeah, you can wear them, by the way. We should have got some.
Yeah, but Ariana Grande's worn one of those in a music video for children. So
Yeah, but I don't think her
Children?
market's
Yeah,
yeah,
for
the
children.
black mask with the bunny ears.
But
Yeah,
you
that
do
was-
get to keep
Fortnite.
the golf, the hats.
Well, you-
I like big putts.
And
That
you
was a
cannot
nice
wear.
touch, I thought, because you could have easily had to give them back, couldn't you? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
I don't know where mine went. I swear they were in my bag.
I just thought it was a nice touch because it wasn't expensive. I didn't think it was like £14 each,
Somebody stole Kevin's hat.
and we were in there for what a good 45 minutes, I'd say, playing the golf.
No, well over an hour.
Yeah,
You think
dude,
it
there
was
was a
that
lot
long?
of drinking.
Oh
and
yeah,
a lot-
we were faffing
There
about.
Oh,
was
quite a bit, weren't
five of us taking our sweet ass time.
Yeah,
Especially
Yeah.
that shooting one, that took forever.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've also got some videos we might be able to share of this because I think that's some very, very funny
we? Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got some good. I've got a few. Yeah.
in Lane
I'll
7.
share those. And
But
yeah,
if you're pushed for a good day out, a good afternoon out with mates, and you could even do it with family, to be fair. But if there's a bunch of you that are out for some drinks and want something fun to do that is relatively not expensive, food, drinks, and entertainment wise, definitely check out Lane 7 in London.
Well,
It's
it's like-
it's really, really
like
cool.
Victoria.
Victoria Station, isn't it?
So close
Yeah.
to like Waterloo, yeah, and in a really nice area as well. The whole area is just nice and clean and like upmarket. It's decent. It's very much something you've probably not been to before.
Yeah,
Very, very out there,
unique.
Yeah.
but
And
in a
if you've
cool
got
way.
and if you've got the visual, have a look.
Yeah.
And there's James potting, and there's his little dance.
Oh
James
man,
little
Yeah,
that
there was a
dance.
there was a disco hole, wasn't there? And it was
dude,
on the
that was
TV
the
that I didn't
coolest,
realise.
man. That was the
With
coolest.
all the lasers. That's the lasers.
But we were saying we wish that it had the Mission Impossible music, but they might have got sued. I don't know because is that copyright? I guess it probably is.
Well,
Well,
no,
except the
they're playing
next
real
one was
music,
called-
weren't they?
Mission Impossible, wasn't it?
Well.
They're playing actual music, so they could have played an actual Mission Impossible song.
Yeah, I just thought as soon as it goes, dum,
That would
dum,
be cool. But when the music started playing, the pop music, when you got that hole in one, you just couldn't help but dance, could you?
but that was so
Well,
funny.
probably
I've got
three,
videos of
maybe.
the two of you absolutely hilarious on that.
It was just a fun time. Really, really fun time.
Yeah, it was.
And
a
that's
lot.
when Drew went to 5 beers, Drew, and
Oh, God.
It all went
lost
downhill.
giggling.
I think it all
I
went
think if
downhill.
you've got a group of you and you can have a laugh and you're willing to laugh at yourselves and be a bit silly, you can't really go wrong with somewhere like that.
And then that's when you guys met JD as well, my mate. He came and
Yeah.
joined us there as well.
He's
He
a
was
legend.
cool. Was he South
Gareth.
African or American or something? Where's he from?
I think he's South African.
Liverpool.
What?
He was born in Bootle.
What?
No, that was you.
What?
You were born in Bootle. Where was
Wait,
he born?
whoa.
Actually, I think he
He's-
might have been Bootle. Or
He doesn't
Look at him,
sound.
man.
He
Why-
sounds American or something.
Why the
He's-
hell did we not engage on
he's
that?
from South Africa, technically. His mum's
South African. Yeah.
his mum's South African. His dad's Scouse. And when he was a baby, they moved to South Africa, and he
That's
grew
probably
up.
why I thought he sounded American then, because it's like a meld of all like the different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's Scouse as far as I'm concerned.
He
And
was cool. I
I
liked
was
him.
saying he looks like Nick Offerman. I think he's got that. I think he's got
Yeah,
that.
he thinks he saw that as well. I mean, I don't personally, but
Well,
I
do,
know-
man.
He's a fun guy. I like him.
He's got a lovely voice and he's got a wonderful persona.
Thing is that he's just the sort of people that we spend our time with. My friends are just like his. I imagine Drew's friends are just like him as well.
Some of my friends,
Like,
yeah.
fun
he's a-
people just gravitate towards fun people that don't give a shit, don't they?
Yeah,
Well,
he's a
you
lovely
said that-
nutter, but he just doesn't care. He's just like, he'll just mix in with anyone. Doesn't matter who it was.
I think,
Yep.
James, you said that a lot of your friends are really tall, though, so you were really happy to be hanging
God,
out
I
with
was in my element with you lot. Jesus. I don't know if Mike Burford or Sean Cowley listened to this, but God, playing golf with them the other day, I felt like a fucking kid. I was like up to their shoulders and they're like up here.
Well,
And I'm not like a midget. I'm like 5'9", 5'10".
I've got photos, and it looks like James is the shortest or the worst posture.
Probably bad posture. But like I'm 5'9",
So we're
5'10".
all 5'10", but I'm the tallest. So
But when
I
your
don't know
mates
how
are
that
all like
works.
6'2", 6'3", like it's such a difference.
I feel like Kevin and I right now are having a quiff off. Look, if I just raised that bit,
What's wrong with my quiff today?
I won. That's the world's smallest quiff.
There you go. I got a bit of uplift.
I can't even. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh,
keep that there now.
I've got a tenor. I like
You've
antenna.
got your hair on the photo shoot as well. You had a big
An
sticky.
antenna. Yeah, he's gonna have to do a bit of work on that. I hope he gets rid of my back bit.
I didn't notice any, but then again, it'd be a bit weird if you was taking photos of the back of your head. So
Not bad
but
for
there's
three
no
old
where I'm
codgers, is it?
sideways. Like I'm sideways. You can see my little spring onion.
you're all good. You're all good. I've looked through. There's
We
nothing.
do it like every other photo, every 4 photos. We're going to drop a rap album though.
yeah.
We did
It
have some.
goes from like almost not modeling. It goes from like a fashion shoot, for like a brand shoot, to a high street clothing shoot, like Gap or something like that.
Or
to
M&S.
like dropping a rap album. It's just like there's 3 different. There's the rap album.
Yeah.
It's like Goldie Looking Chain. 3 members came back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
And
really
some
funny one
looks like
actually.
high street fashion. Some looks like just idiots,
Kev
basically.
mentioned the caps, and then I don't realize that the pictures are still being taken, so almost like a flicker book, and then I turn my cap backwards in one of the things, and it's happening.
It does look a mix between brand things. The one of the 3 of us in the shirts is really cool.
yeah.
And the one in the one that's edited and shared in the that Dan shared of us in the cinema. That's
guys,
the best picture.
Please go on to Dan's Instagram page. Follow that amazing guy, and
He's got
check
2:
out.
Dan Pitt's Media and Dan Pitt's Weddings. So anyone that's looking for a wedding, I'm not looking for a wedding, but looking for a wedding photographer. If you're looking for a wedding, probably try and find a
Dan's
husband or a
getting
wife.
married, and then he'll have to get divorced again just so he can marry the next person. But he's up for that. As well.
Daniel Pitts Media just shared this photo.
He also does divorce photography.
His page. So yeah,
It's a
give
bit
Dan.
moody,
And he's
isn't
got a
it?
wedding one as well.
It's a bit moodier, the divorce.
But
He
also,
also does bar mitzvahs.
when we finished, where
And
did you go,
certain-
James? And did you buy anything when you left?
Oh no, what a flop! Went to the NBA store.
Yeah.
Super excited. Never been. It only opened like last year, and I haven't had a chance to go. So went in there, all psyched up. Yeah. And I was round the corner from like Hamleys and that, and I was like, oh, sick. Going in there. If anyone's gonna have like loads of Lakers shirts, like the place is huge, by the way. Like at least 2 floors because I went on 2 floors. It might have had a third one. And the Lakers, bear in mind, the Lakers are the most like number 1 selling like team for merchandise. I was like, they'll clearly have like some shirts. So I went downstairs to the kids' bit first. Literally nothing in Reef's size. He's not like an obscure size, 6 to 7. So I was like, brilliant. I was like, okay, well, I'll get myself something so it's not a wasted journey. Nothing in size medium apart from a LeBron James jersey that I did not want. I was like,
Can you not just buy large and have a few extra burgers?
No, here's the kicker. You could buy a blank shirt and they could print the name on there for you, but that costs an extra 35 quid. So it would have cost, I think, about 100 or more quid just to get my own name. Like, they only had like LeBron James stuff. And bear in mind, he's one player out of an entire team. And it's like, well, they had other players, but not in my size.
And then you've got your name on there.
And also, I say my size, it's just a medium. It's not like it's a wacky size. There's 3 main sizes, and they didn't have one of them.
You should have got a jersey just saying medium on the back rather than James.
Kind of annoying, but at the end of the day, what I do want to do, which I think would be quite funny, is LeBron James's son plays for the Lakers, so he has James Jr. on the back of his thing. So if I get me and Reef, the problem is LeBron James's son is a bit shit. So like nowhere would sell his jersey. You'd have to get it like made because no one in their right mind would buy it because
But that
he's
would be mad if you had a James and he had a James Jr.
yeah. But unfortunately, his son, he's not. I mean, he's not great. Let's be honest. He's in the team because his dad's in the team. But that's the kind of thing. But I think that might have to go down the custom route or something. I don't know. But yeah, the NBA store -5 points. It was crap.
Well, there you go. You've heard it here, guys. You've
Never
heard it here
mind.
first.
Yeah, don't waste your time. Go online.
Well, that was the other exciting bit. Before we even went to Lane 7, when we're finishing doing the photo shoot inside the cinema, it was like it got pushed back 40 minutes, didn't it? Because of a film was changed times or something.
Oh yeah.
So Daniel Pitts we only had for a certain length of time, and he was like, "Oh God, we might my train's like 15 minutes after that." And we were like, let's rush this, get some shots. And then we all ran to the tube, ran through the tube, got out Waterloo and ran to the train just to see
Missed it anyway.
it had just pulled off within 30 seconds of us arriving. So we had to hang around for another half an hour till he got the next train.
That was
But
brutal.
that was annoying for him.
Do you believe Tom Cruise was in the town like the next day at the Sinners premiere? Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I
What,
didn't think it was him. I thought it was a lookalike to start with, and then loads of places posted it.
Yeah, because he got the long hair at the moment.
It
Looks a
doesn't
bit
look. He
different.
looks like a Tom Cruise lookalike, doesn't he? But he was at Sinners apparently.
Was that
said
Leicester
it's really
Square,
good.
was it?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
him and Kevin
I bought a
Bacon.
ticket and everything. Apparently, I don't know how
They're-
true that is, but
They're all hyping up, man. They're all hyping
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
me and Pitts were going to
haven't
go
seen
and
it
see
yet.
it. But
Seen it. Pitts has already seen it.
yeah, I was going to go, but they were only showing it in like Screen 5.
Ah. When are you going, Drew?
Wow.
I've seen it, man. I've seen it.
You've seen it.
Is it
Yeah.
good?
Well, let's park
Save
that.
that.
And talk another
Park
time
that,
because that's a
Oh,
beast.
have you seen Terrifier 3 is free now on Prime?
There we go.
So I might get around to watching that because Smile 2 and yeah, it's on Paramount actually. Paramount are really up in their movie outtake. Have you seen there's Den of Thieves 2 as well?
Yeah, that was free straight away.
Was it? I really just saw it pop up the other day.
Yeah,
There seemed to be
it was
ramping
released
up a lot.
It was released the same day as Havoc on Netflix, then released the same day as Accountant 2 in the cinema.
That's what I was just about to say, man. Havoc is a rip roaring ride, man.
That's just my.
One thing we do need to bring up, I know it's not film, but we do need to talk Mobland at some time.
Well, I've not seen it, so let's talk about it a long time away from now. The last thing from like that day as well, once James and everyone had gone, me and Drew went to Camden with JD to meet my friends Tom and Jessica, and talk about, you said like JD's good people and he's quite good at just, you met him and you were instant friends instantly type thing. He's a good guy, as you both are, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked the other way around.
But he's an asshole.
But that guy Tom we met, it was his 47th birthday.
Yeah, he's a vampire. He's aging backwards.
Yeah, stunning man. But also, JD met him in a bar in London, and they were playing pool, and he went and put money on it so him and Saeed, my other mate, could go and have a game of pool. And they spoke to him for a brief time and ended up having a couple of games of pool with them. That was it. Went on the merry way. About a month or so later, I'm with JD in Kentish Town at a bar called Aces and Eights, and we just went for a beer before a gig across the road. And JD goes, "Recognize that guy over there sitting in a booth?" And he's the least metal person, least person I'd expect to get on. He was wearing like marathon clothes, like a runner would, but bright pink, like a bright pink shirt. Anyway, we walked over to him, and they're like, "JD," and he's like, "Tom." They'd met each other for like half an hour, like a month ago, and they instantly became friends. I started chatting to him, and he was like really into like extreme metal, and that was it. From that was like before the pandemic, like 2018, 2019. Since then, every time I go to London, I always see Tom. We always hook up, and Jessica.
A legend, legendary.
It's just like meeting these random people. But that was good. And then we had other friends we need to shout out apart from Tom and Jessica and JD and Gareth. We also had Shed, KTJ, and KTP. And
Yeah, I
Shed
do wish I'd stayed a little bit for that, but it wasn't worth it. It was risk and reward I was weighing up, and the
they
risks
came a
didn't
bit
outweigh
late.
the reward. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it
Because
would be. Sorry.
I was holding out to see those guys, and I was running late in my mind, and it took me a lot longer to get home than I anticipated as well. So,
Well, if we
yeah.
do another one, I mean, I like the idea of us doing a weekend, but the way we drunk, I would not be a human
Alive.
on a Monday. So,
Yeah.
really would
I
love
think
to do
just
a
a Friday
Saturday.
night.
Yeah, do a Friday, or I just
But,
take a
I mean,
Monday off.
you say night though. Night is dangerous in the sense that it starts late. You've either got to crash somewhere because how are
I
you
mean,
gonna?
I've got plenty. I can book a Friday or a Monday off work, no
We all
problem.
just get a hotel. Me, Gareth, and my mate
Or an
Ryan.
Airbnb.
We stayed in an Airbnb thing in Camden. It was 40 quid each, and big room, 3 double beds, and an amazing modern shower. And it was literally just under the bridge by the tube station. It was like 3 minutes walk in.
That's what you need
So-
to do. Have a good banging night out, and in the morning go somewhere nice and cool that you can just like do something, and then mosey on home.
No, I'm fucked the next day. So we need to do the
Okay.
interesting thing during the day.
No, I don't get hangovers, so
I think
I'll be need to do something fun the next day.
I
Wow.
think not drink all day. Wait till the evening or late afternoon before we start.
Okay, wait till like 2:00.
Yeah, and not get hammered. Like have a drink whilst doing something casual, and then we can have an evening.
And then we'll wake up nice and early and go and play mini golf or something.
Yeah, that's
On
not
your own.
happening.
Or do what we used to do, Kev. Remember we used to go on like big benders and go down to the local leisure centre and go and do swim and spa and sit in the hot tub and the sauna all morning.
Yeah, if you're going to
Those were
sweat,
the mornings. We used to wake up, go and get a full English breakfast at the like Southampton Arms, and then go and sit in the hot tub in the sauna in the
That's
leisure
what you need
centre.
though. A full English
And
breakfast.
it was like 4 quid or something.
You need a greasy spoon afterwards, like hash browns and shit to sort you out.
Oh yeah.
you say that you said it like we're healthy. It was either that or we went to Weatherspoons at 9 o'clock in the morning and started again on Woo Woos.
Hair of the dog.
Woo woo, yeah.
Isn't that orange
Blue
and vodka?
Lagoon.
Woo-woos.
Blue, they're blue ones.
Woo woos
What?
were pink. Blue lagoons were blue.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you. What?
They were like a
I thought you
pinky
meant
yellow
Wickets.
mix, weren't they? I'm
So
pretty sure.
Woo-woos is the orange and vodka thing, right?
I haven't got a
Yeah,
clue
I
anymore.
don't know. I don't drink. I haven't drunk one of them for probably 20 years. So,
That's fine. I don't even think
yeah.
they're around anymore. That's a relic.
It's just sugar. Like that wicked blue. Imagine drinking that now. I think you could feel your teeth eroding when you drank
Yeah,
it.
probably.
Or like a Smirnoff Ice. Remember that with the Judder Man? Hooch
Yeah.
is back though.
Yeah, Hooch is back big time. That was one of the first alcoholic
That's
drinks
on
I
tap
had.
in some places now. So that
Yeah.
was the first one to get banned, wasn't it? Because it was like marketed to kids, and it was like
Yeah,
banned.
there's
Now
venues
they're like,
in
"Fuck it, bring it
Manchester
back."
where you can get a pint of Hooch
That's mental.
in venues, which is insane. But I mean,
A pint of hooch. Jesus.
I guess to finish where we were at, like, yeah, me and Drew and JD went to the Black Heart in Camden, where the metal was so loud, and Drew was like, "What have I walked into?"
Well, no, I said it was a bit like the Titty Twist meets True Blood, is what I thought was the vibe.
Yeah,
True Blood, good program back in the day.
it was still middle of the day, technically. Like sun was out, and we walked into a dark cave of a pub,
Yeah,
all
it
painted
was like
black,
a place for vampires for sure. Like, let's
With-
just hang out.
extreme metal playing very loudly, and that's where I think I lost my voice because we're just screaming at each other to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And then when you left, that was it.
And when I left, you started taking photos, and I was like, I could have been in those.
I won't give away everything that happened, but afterwards we went to go to the Dublin Castle bar, and the doorman said, "Oh, we need IDs," and I was like, just standing there like cocky, like, "Oh, you're just asking the girls because they're girls," and he went, "Where's yours?" I went, "What are you on about? Look at me."
I'm stuffed. I don't carry ID.
And everyone's laughing. He goes, "I don't care what age you are. If you're 60, I need your ID, man." I'm like, "Well, I don't have any ID." He's like, "Well, no entry." I'm like, "I've come here all the time. When's this?" He goes, "Order the manager." All right, well, grab the manager. I'll let him have a look at me, and he'll let me in. I'm sure he will. And he was like, "Get fucked, mate." And I was like, "What?"
Classic Kev. Always gets in a
So
fight, doesn't he?
we got a little aggro. But anyway, we walked off and we went to
They
the
didn't let
World's
you
End.
in.
No, we went to the World's End, and on the walk to the World's
Love
End,
the World's End.
I went on my emails and just typed in driving license, and I thought I've definitely sent it to someone at one point. And there you go, got it. So I screen grabbed it, got it on my phone, and the World's End asked as well. But I couldn't go back to Dublin Castle because I
weird.
basically called him a prick and wanted to fight him. So I left it. I was like, I found it, but we can't go back.
Do you know what? I kind of get it. I kind of feel bad for bouncers because they're like told what to do. It's not like their
No,
decision.
there's two bouncers. One was being a dick. The other one was about to let us in. The other one was like, no. And he was like, and then he got overruled by the bigger one. I was like, no, it's just been a job's worth, man.
Yeah, you know, I used to think
clearly
I give
not
people a
hassle.
bit of leeway now because if someone said, look, if he's on his last warning or something stupid, he'd beat the shit out of someone he shouldn't have, like, and they're like, you need to get ID, so like, fucking need ID. Really, we should just carry it around, shouldn't we? You should carry your driving license around.
Not really. Why would you want to carry stuff around if you get issues? Well, that was
not a lot of effort, is it?
After that, we went to World's End, and there was a DJ there playing whatever music, and you could text them. He had like you could like text a song, and you just play it. It was brilliant. And then after that, we went to where the fuck did we go? We went to the Camden.
I've just flicked on my lighting. It looks like I'm a character in Grand Theft Auto Vice City all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're a bit dark in the face now because the sun's gone down a bit.
Like Grand Theft Auto Vice City vibes.
But we went to the Camden Eye, if you know that one. That was the one between the Tube and the in the World's End, the one in the middle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was aggro in that pub as well.
Is the electric ballroom still going?
I won't go into details because it's nothing to do with me. But there was aggro there, and then when we left, we're standing outside by the tube station, going to get a taxi. I'm going to get some food from the falafel place. And this kid, I was texting. This kid grabbed my phone out of my hand, and in the same split second, I'd say less than a second, it was taken about a meter away from my hand, and I grabbed it back at the same speed, and I got it back instantly, and then just grabbed this guy by the scruff of the neck and fucking lifted him up, and like four of his little hood mates came round me. And I launched them, and I had a go at him, and then they were like, "What's going on, mate? What's going on, mate?" I was like, "Do you know this guy?" And he goes, "Yeah, what's going on? What's going on?" He's like, "Just nick my mobile, the prick." And went, "Oh, I'm sorry, cuz. Don't worry, don't worry, just you know, let it go," type thing. I'm like, "Move your ass! I'm gonna kick his."
Honestly, Kev, just looks for you, doesn't it? I didn't
do
get
anything
any
wrong.
situations.
I didn't do anything wrong. It's like those gangs that go around with the bikes and nick people's phones. Someone just did it in broad daylight. Oh, not broad daylight. It was like
such a
2
weird
a.m.
thing to nick a phone. What can you do with it when you steal it?
Yeah, but what's crazy about this though, right? When we were at the Black Heart, right, I thought this could be a place where somebody might get bitten and their blood drained because it's proper kind of vampire, you know, kind of demonic vibes. It's hardcore. You could think something could kick off, but everyone was lovely. Like everyone was super lovely. Like it was like Sesame Street disguised as like Titty Twist. But then you go out into the street, into like kind of nicer, kind of normal pubs, and all the shit kicks off because there's a lot of assholes out there.
Kev's there.
Yeah, well, metal bars are notoriously nice because it's like-minded people just getting on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
no randoms really are randoms are quite scared to walk into these places. So if you're in there, you tend to be cool. But yeah, a normal bar full of idiots.
Same with gay bars, really.
Tell your bitch to be cool.
And then and then that was it. But it was well late.
We were up to a splendid evening for all of us, and then Kev started beating people up. So
yeah, it was daylight when I went to bed. So that's...
I went to bed. It was also daylight, but the night before.
Jeez.
It's daylight now. This is probably about the time I got home. No, I got home I think about just after 8. So yeah, it was probably about close to now.
I got home
then me and Reef played GTA. Probably shouldn't have.
About 11:30.
11:30. You left at like 10, right?
Well, it was 9. I thought it was like 9 something. I left.
Oh, 9 something was it? Yeah, that's
9.
quite a long time. What took you so long?
Fucking ages, man.
Did you sit in Waterloo for ages?
Well, no, because I had to go all the way to London Bridge first. Remember? Because from Camden Town.
Yeah, it's only a few stops.
Well, yeah, but it was taking ages. Kept stopping.
You didn't go all the way around, did you? You didn't go all the way to Waterloo and back up again?
Of course not, man. I knew
what your calendar's like end of May, early June?
I'm not doing anything that early, mate.
Oh, me and Reef are going to Jurassic World experience at Battersea, where they've got all the animatronics from Jurassic World.
Cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It looks awesome. Yeah, it's only like 30 quid. So it's like the Minecraft one, but apparently have all of the. It's based on the original. Let's say the original. It's not the original, but the Jurassic World movie, the first one, with Chris Pratt. That one with the Indominus Rex and that. But apparently they've got all of them there.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool. I got pre-ordered today. I need to buy tickets in like 9 hours or something, or they sell out. But we're gonna go and do that.
I saw they had a museum for, or they're starting to create a museum for Mission Impossible. You heard about this?
Really? What would be in that?
What do you mean? What would be in it? Like all of behind.
Go to a Mission Impossible museum.
No, it looks incredible, man. It's all the behind the scenes stuff. Like like a lot of the masks that they wear. It's got some of the kind of stunt things and how they planned it.
The funny thing about Mission Impossible is it is an iconic film, but it's just this.
Devil.
No, it's amazing. It is. But do you reckon they're going to keep doing them after Tom Cruise?
No, dude. It's called the Final Reckoning, dude. The final.
But they're not going to bring back Ethan Hunt. Surely he's like James
Bond. Of
Bond.
course, they will one day, but not for a long time. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but it's not called the Final Reckoning. It's the Final Reckoning. Like they're putting a stop.
Yeah,
they've missed a trick on not making enough Mission Impossible video games, if you ask me.
But then saying that, actually, Cruise was saying that he wants to be a little bit like Harrison Ford. He was like, he wants to be doing it till he's 80. He was like, I want to come back and I'll do another action thing.
They're doing all these stupid experiences, like, well, say stupid, they're good ones, like Squid Games and all this sort of stuff. A Mission Impossible experience would be amazing, where one of the things you like go down and you have to go through lasers, or you have to do all this like espionage stuff. That would be amazing as like a Mission Impossible experience day. That would be super cool.
Maybe there's something like that in the museum I'm talking about.
That would be awesome.
I'll try and find that.
Because a James Bond experience, you'd just be womanizing.
Where is it? Do you know where it is?
How to be a rapist.
James Bond experience, you'd be womanizing. And just like,
what was that thing you said back ages ago? One of the early episodes, just throwing a woman in the bush, punched a woman in the bush or something.
Punch her in the bush.
Punched her in the bush.
Like Clint Eastwood back in the day, just smack a woman. You don't
not
care.
In her bush.
No, when we look back on it, I told you he strangles a woman with her own bra strap, which is like, whoa.
Yeah, that's in GoldenEye. He like kills.
No, not GoldenEye. No.
He kills a lot of women, James Bond. To be fair.
Well, no, I mean he's
never
not
have a go for being sexist.
He's trying to get information, but it's just inappropriate. He's got nothing else, so he's like, I'm going to use your bra strap.
Yeah, they're not like innocent women walking the street. They're like they're like
he's an assassin.
They're assassins. Yeah.
That'd be awkward. It's like, excuse me, can you tell me which way the bus goes? Tell me the answer. It's not
a strangling a bra strap.
Wouldn't you think that over the years James Bond would be a bit more switched on when it came to meeting people with a certain name? Like, oh, what's your name? Goldfinger. Okay, well, you're clearly a bad guy. Or like, what's your name? Oh, Pussy Galore. Okay, well, you're going to be trouble. Like, he's not meeting like Colin Jones or like Claire Stevenson, is he? He's meeting like the man with the golden gun. I wonder why he's called that. Like he's just not very good at reading social situations, is he?
What's the girl? Something Christmas?
Oh yeah, not Lloyd
like,
Christmas.
Christmas only comes once a year.
Lloyd Christmas. What's her? Not Dumb and Dumber.
Christmas
the world is not enough. The world is not enough. It's Pierce Brosnan and damn it, what's her name?
Yeah, she's called Last Christmas, played by
Oh, where's the punchline? Come on, man, that was great.
I don't know if I want to know the ending.
Wild things. It was Neve Campbell and.
What are you doing Neve Campbell for now?
No, because it's Neve Campbell and the other girl is the one that plays Christmas, something Christmas in.
Well, I was going to say Last Christmas, played by George Michael, but
the world is not.
Wouldn't have been the best protagonist, would he? He's just in like a toilet or a photo booth.
What film was it? Die Another Day?
The world is not enough.
Denise Richards.
I don't know how many times I can say the world is not enough.
Denise Richards. She's in Wild Things.
Yes, dude, he's got it. There you go, 10 points to James. Denise Richards.
Yeah, but have you found a
Also in
name?
Starship Troopers.
Oh, Dr. Christmas Jones.
Dr. Christmas Jones.
Well, that's rubbish. What's funny about that?
Aqua sang a song about Dr. Jones.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that the...
Maybe Aqua should have done the theme tune for that, because that would be a great theme tune.
Bloody hell, John Cleese is in that film.
The world is not enough unless...
Yeah, he was in a few, I think. Wasn't he Q?
Yeah, no, he plays Q in just that one.
No, he plays R.
R?
Desmond Llewellyn plays Q.
Oh yeah, and he passed away at that
like
point,
the-
didn't
And
he?
Judi Dench plays M.
He plays R. I didn't even know there was a character called R, and I'm quite a big Bond fan.
Goldie's in that film.
He's
as
a
in
pirate.
Goldie the Whapper.
He's a pirate.
He should have had a.
Oh yeah, the Goldie Tooth. Yeah.
If anything, he should have been R.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
You know, films are struggling when they're getting Goldie involved.
What a great segue into
Should we end this lovely chat?
Bondness as we're bonding about Bond. Yeah, do it.
I love Bond. I can't
Fantastic.
wait for Amazon to do some cool stuff with Bond. I got high hopes.
Well, Christopher Nolan's smashing things at the moment. He might be doing he might be doing the next Bond and the next Tarantino film with Tarantino.
Do you think-
He should
Do you
do
think-
everything and
Do you
get.
think Bezos will do a cameo if it in a Bond?
No,
thing?
no.
I
Katy
heard
he looks like a Bond villain.
Katy Perry in space.
That feels more like The Spy Who Shagged Me. You know, like the Austin Powers thing.
Yeah, that whole thing feels a bit Austin Powers, doesn't it?
And
She's
also because they
national,
said
don't
that
be
his
so rude.
rocket is shaped like a massive Jimmy.
True.
You know, it's like
True.
when they-
She's
when
an
they cut to the-
Naked
astronaut.
Gun.
She's
Yeah.
national. Take her seriously. Don't be so rude. She's
Yeah.
a proper astronaut. Some astronauts have to go to like the RAF and be like years worth of training. She did it in 2 days. Respect.
Oh, there you go.
She had nothing.
All right. Well, we'll catch you later. Just a reminder before you go to ragewhale.tmill.com. Get yourself a t-shirt, get yourself a hoodie. Lots of colors, lots of sizes. Enjoy your
Yeah.
mug. Yeah, mug.
November coming up, them Guy Fawkes need clothes.
What?
Bye-bye.
This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time.
Oh, wait! Just before you head off to listen to another one of our episodes, I'm not going to ask you to give us a follow and a 5-star review or follow our social media such as Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, although that is your choice. But we would like to tell you about a new website we have called ragewhale.tmill.com, where you can get some merchandise to support us. Hoodies, t-shirts and mugs. There is a link here and on our social media profiles. Thank you so much for listening again. See you next time.